Hi, everybody. It's Monday, and that means it's LinkedIn Day. Yes, it does. So, before we get to it, I want to talk about the fact that this is for overworked entrepreneurs, okay? And the more we talk about each of the social media, the more I'm sort of layering and loading more work on top of you. But the truth is, what I really want you to do is to go, hey, that tool might be the best for my business. And maybe those others, not so much, okay? I don't want you to think that every single social media tool is a must-have. I don't want you to think that every single thing I say you should do, you should do. I want you to try to get the critical skill to learn the ability to match up your goals with the social media tools that we're talking about. And so you can eventually say, okay, look, I'm looking to drive leads, and therefore, because my business is X, this tool is the best case scenario for me. It is the easiest, cheapest, most efficient way of driving leads to my business. We're going to talk about LinkedIn, especially for people who don't like to network. There's a lot of you out there. I know I go to all the meetings of the non-networking people because LinkedIn effectively is the new resume. Okay, remember back in the day where, like, you had your resume and you had to go and get the typing paper for it. Done. Over. It doesn't happen anymore. LinkedIn is the business-to-business social media. It really is. LinkedIn is a trade show. In the other videos, I probably mentioned this. Twitter's a cocktail party. Facebook is a pub. LinkedIn is a trade show. YouTube is New Year's Eve in Times Square. And I'm going to try and dispel that a little bit when we talk about YouTube later on. But right now, we're talking about LinkedIn, okay? The thing that LinkedIn is really good at doing is allowing you to network around to professionals that you may not know personally, but you may know through a network. This is the 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon phenomenon at work for your business. 150 million members worldwide. That number has probably jumped just in my telling you how many people are on LinkedIn. Okay, number one, this is super duper basic, but I'm going to say it because there's still people out there who aren't developing their profiles correctly. You need to go in and put everything in your profile. Fill it up. Every single thing that they're asking you for, do it. And please, for God's sake, put a picture, okay? If you don't put a picture, I think that's like an old school thing about, well, I'm, a big muckety muck and I don't need to do that. That's over, okay? We really need, nothing says I don't care more than not putting a photo in your social media. Have somebody take a picture with your phone, at least. No beach photos. Big no-no on LinkedIn. No beach photos, no nudie shots. I hope I don't really need to tell you that. And really, no frat pics. I don't want to see anybody holding a shot glass. I don't want to see your arm around a buddy. This is about presenting yourself as if you're at a trade show. All right, now get your emails together, get everybody you know together, and go in there and connect with everybody you know. Go back through your college buddies, your friends from this job, that job, the other job. Connect with everybody you know, and you don't have to do it like all in one sitting. I've been a member of LinkedIn for years, and I still go on there and find people. But the key to this is find everybody that you can on LinkedIn, and then they will be able to connect you with other people. So once you get your whole network in there, then you're able to sort of navigate around. The other tip that I find to be, it's almost like the secret sauce of LinkedIn for me, is the groups. And groups are, I belong to several business groups right in my geographic location that have one of them has 5,000, the other has 7,000 members, and these groups are incredibly important. The reason is that you can put articles that may be of interest to those people on there that has to do with your expertise. You can come up with questions. You can ask for poll, answers from people. You can network around in those groups online and gain followers, fans, gain people who go, hey, you know what? She makes a good contribution to this group every single week. I like what she writes. I like what she has to say. You know what? The next time I need somebody to do my marketing, I'm calling her. I can't tell you how many times that has happened. I just had lunch with a colleague the other day that I haven't seen in years, and he said to me, you know, I see you on LinkedIn every single week. You're giving me good advice. You're giving me good information. I use 90% of the stuff that you say, and the next time I'm looking for someone to do my video marketing, I'm calling you. In fact, I'm thinking of a project right now. And that's how work happens. So these groups, if you can get into these groups, they're based on your specialty, they're based on your experience, your expertise, your knowledge, your geographical location, your certifications, your alumni, whatever, whoever your ideal client is. Find groups that house your ideal client in large numbers. These are called parades. Every single social media has a way of connecting you to a parade of your ideal client. In LinkedIn, it's the groups. So find your groups and get in there and start talking. Also, what I want to say about the groups is it's important not to just put stuff in there and then, you know, like, whatever, let's see what happens. Be engaging and engage with others in what they're asking, what they're saying, what their concerns are. You go in there and you see somebody has an issue with a tax situation that you may be able to help them with. Well, give them some honest advice if you can, based on compliance. You understand that you have these issues in your industry, or you can just connect with them and say, I think I might have some helpful advice for you if you'd like to contact me. If you don't want to put it on the web, that's perfectly fine. So engage with other people's concerns. Don't just push your own thoughts out there. Engage with them and bring them closer to you. Okay, so this is one of the really secret, great parts of LinkedIn. And the more time you can spend on LinkedIn, especially as a professional, a service provider, I think this is a terrific way to keep interacting with potential clients. And it's great because you don't have to go out necessarily to events to find these people. They're right there in your computer. So by all means, do what you can to show them information about what you do, to showcase yourself, to really give them helpful advice. They are going to come back to you when they need you. Two major tips just to wrap this up. When you're building your LinkedIn profile, I want you to write down 20 keywords. This is the same kind of stuff that you would do for your search engine optimization. Write down 20 keywords that really get to the heart of the needs of your client, potential client, and what you do, your expertise. And use them a lot in your resume. Use them a lot in all of the job descriptions, in the job titles. Make sure you use those keywords a lot. I use video producer a lot. And so when people are searching for video producer, the more you use it within your profile, the higher up on the list, or just like a search engine optimization tool would work, the faster you can climb to the top of that list of video producers. Okay, so if you're a tax attorney, be sure to use tax attorney and all of the keywords that are necessary for people to find you. Okay, so that's one thing. The final thing I want to talk about is LinkedIn Answers. It's just like Yahoo Answers. People go in and ask questions. Okay, so go in with those keywords again and search around for people who have questions that link to your expertise. And then do your best to offer pertinent advice. Ask questions back if you need to get more information, clarification. And then make sure that you connect with those people in your list of contacts. Once you've connected with someone, you can say, yeah, we connected. Most people won't connect to you unless they either know you or they're part of a group or you've done business together. So be sure to have some kind of connection before you go shooting off a bunch of invites. The other thing I like to do, my final word on LinkedIn today, is try to get as many recommendations from colleagues and former clients and existing clients, and have them go to LinkedIn and write a couple of sentences about your capabilities, about what you have to offer, about their experience in working with you. It was great to work with her. She was very efficient. She knew exactly what I needed. She gave me the information. It was extremely efficient. Whatever they're going to say. I had one of my reporters who worked with me when I was an executive producer say, I am a reporter's producer. And in the world of network news and television news, there is no higher compliment. And so having that on my review, having that on my Facebook page, my LinkedIn page is utter pure gold. So see if you can get people to give you some recommendations, okay? All right, so that's LinkedIn. The trade show is over for today. And if you're shy about networking, LinkedIn is a great place to connect with people. All right, so tomorrow we're going to talk about Pinterest, which is kind of like the other end of the spectrum. All right, so see you tomorrow.